What's going on, gamers? Welcome back to the Trench Grenade channel. I am your host, the Adidas tracksuit enjoyer that your mom said that we have at home. Today, we are going to be discussing my pick for a bug out weapon. And no, this is not it. Guys, before we get too deep into the video, bugging out, okay? Some people get pretty obsessed with the idea of a bug out kit, a bug out bag, a bug out weapon, okay? This is what I'm going to preface this with. Do not get, I guess, what's the word I'm trying to look for? Don't get obsessed with the idea of bugging out. I have a couple bags out here that we'll talk about today. A Mystery Ranch Assault 2 and an Osprey 60-liter pack. We'll talk a little bit about bugging out and just kind of my philosophy of use or my thoughts on the idea of bugging out. But before we get into it, guys, Patreon, the members of Patreon, thank you. It's only $5 a month, and those guys keep this channel going. If you want to see continued content here on the Trench Grenade channel, consider becoming a member of the Patreon channel. If you can't, that's okay. I'm not trying to pressure anybody into it, but if you can afford it, guys, it's only $5 a month, and you enjoy. If you're one of the regular viewers of this channel, please consider just giving me $5 a month. You get the behind the scenes footage and all the stuff, okay, all the gym footage that I don't want everyone else to see. Additionally, guys, Palmetto State Armory is the primary sponsor of today's video. If you need a Saber 15 rifle, okay, something for your direct action or field rifle type of build, head on over and check out Palmetto State Armory and get yourself either some AAC ammo, bulk 9mm ammo, bulk 5.56 ammo, or get yourself either a dagger or a Saber 15. Use the link below and it helps the channel grow. Okay, guys. So, ground rules. The philosophy of use on bugging out, okay, your bug out kit. Everything I'm going to tell you today is going to be based on availability of things around you, okay? The availability of everything in your surrounding area, availability of water, availability of shelter, how far you can move on your feet, and how many socks you can bring. Taking everything into consideration. When you're thinking of a weapon to use for bug out, you need to think of the idea of how much ammo can I carry, okay? How much training do I have on this weapon? How much availability are there for spare parts around me? How much availability is there for magazines, okay? So I'm going to have two options, and I'm kind of tied on both of the options. Let me know below. Go ahead and pause right now. Pause. Let me know below what your option is for a bug out kit or kind of your thoughts getting into this. I'm going to give you a top three, okay? I'm going to give you a top three, but ultimately I am going to tell you why I choose what I choose. Before we get into the actual weapons, guys, I'm either going to have one of two bags, okay, if I'm bugging out. And again, what are some reasons that you would bug out? Earthquake, a fire, any sort of natural disaster, okay? Those are the primary reasons. Let's talk about the LARP crazy fantasy stuff. Alien invasion, zombie apocalypse, you name it, okay? How about tyrannical government, or I don't know, some sort of political organization that's being tyrannical and you need to escape it. Okay, those are just a few things. I'm not going to get too deep into it. You use your imagination on what I'm talking about, okay? With that being said, let's talk about good options. This is my, yes, I have a large Molly rucksack. No, I would not pick it because it's not comfortable and it does not sustain the weight, as well as something like this Osprey. Now, all you Tarkov fans, all you Tarkov fanboys out there, this is the Pilgrim bag, basically. It's just a standard hiking bag from Osprey. It is the Volt 60. I've carried this on many. I also call it the spaghetti monster because there's no way to secure these straps because everything on this is super adjustable. But all the infantry dudes out there like me are seeing all these spaghetti straps flying around and it's driving you crazy. I'm tracking, dude. But you have to keep these straps. You have to actually keep them with spaghetti straps because the adjustment methods on this civilian type pack, it's just how it works. Okay. I continue. This is my primary option for a bug out bag, the Osprey Volt 60. I've used it in caribou hunts. I've used it in long hikes in Alaska, okay, and it has run great. I'm sure there's reviews on this Volt 60 or this Volt 60 from Osprey. It is awesome. It's an awesome pack, but that's my primary pack, okay? Things I'm going to bring with me: tarp, water, jet boil, coffee, okay, peanut butter, and then after that is just going to be water purification tablets, okay, socks that have been wet weather proofed, wet weather top, headlamp, night vision goggles, okay, night vision goggles. Trying to think what I typically bring. 4 extra triple A's for my headlamp, an extra double A for my nods. I think that's almost everything. I know there's stuff I'm going to be forgetting. I don't bring a sleep system unless I'm in an environment that I'm going to need it. I just bring 550 cord and a poncho, okay, and a whoopee, wet weather-proof whoopee. I think that's almost everything. The primary thing, guys, is going to be water and ammunition. I'm not going to tell you what ammo yet, but you do want an extra 100 rounds, okay, in this bag, and we're going to get into kind of more on that. But the primary things you're going to need is a way to stay dry, a way to change your socks. Based on your environment, you will need either a fleece cap and a smoker's jacket, okay, some sort of inner layer, and a silk bottom, okay? So I'll say that part again. If you're in a cold environment, you're going to need silk bottom, a whoopee, or as I stutter over my words here, a smoker's jacket, okay, a fleece cap, and some sort of net gaiter, all right? Everybody is going to need socks regardless of your terrain. And if you're in an area that gets cold, you're going to need a sleep system. The sleep system needs to have a bivy stack, a sleep system, it's the actual sleeping bag, okay, the sleep system itself, and a way to waterproof the entire thing. Guys, if you're in an environment like me here in South Carolina, you're going to need a whoopee and a poncho and 550 cord, a lighter, and that's about it, okay? All right. Most of you guys are not going to be here for the bags, okay? But another option I have is my Mystery Ranch Assault 2, loaded down with the same things, but less focus on chow and more focus on ammo and water, okay? With a whoopee and socks and a headlamp, all the things I just listed, okay? The primary stuff. Okay, let's talk about my number 3 pick for a bug out weapon. If you haven't done so already, post down below in the comment section what your pick would be before we get into mine. Okay, number 1 would be, or number 3, that is, 3 on the list would be this 5.56 Daniel Defense. You've seen it before. There's only one change. I would not have a white light on the weapon. Now let's see if I can hand loosen this off. Okay. I would not have a white light on the weapon. I would simply have a sling and an ACOG. Why? Because it is extremely lightweight, and you probably already guessed it. There's going to be 5.56 literally everywhere in this country. 223 or 5.56, okay? So again, my number 3 option would be 5.56 with a 16-inch barrel and an ACOG. Why an ACOG? Because it runs off the freaking sun. All right, it runs off the freaking sun. It's awesome. They're extremely durable. But Trent, what if you have close engagement? Well, bend an aiming method and keep both eyes open and put the chevron on the thing you don't want to be there anymore, okay? T-Rex arm sling. You guys have seen this weapon before. Basically, it's just a freaking Daniel Defense 16-inch barrel, V7, without a white light, no extra weight, no nothing. Literally just an ACOG. This would be my number 3 pick if I could take the bulk of the rifle, which it is actually extremely light, but the overall size of the rifle plus 5.56. If I could afford it, then this is what I'm bringing as my number 3 pick. Okay, time to get kind of controversial for you guys, but we're going to get into it. And just so you guys know, both of these are kind of tied in my mind's eye, but number 2, okay, it's not going to surprise very many of you, but number 2 is going to be Glock 19 Gen 5, okay? Glock 19 Gen 5, 2 of them. One in the bag, one on my hip, okay? And I would not be wearing, in this particular case, I would not be wearing the Smurf rig. If I chose this option, I'd be wearing a standard battle belt with a Haley Strategic DC3RX, and I would have 2 Glock 19s for parts interchangeability, okay? And if I encounter somebody, if for some reason I'm traveling alone and in this crazy apocalypse bug out scenario, my wife got hit by a meteor, okay? Glock 19s. If she hadn't got hit by the meteor, then she would have her own Glock 19, okay? So, Glock 19 Gen 5. Why? Everyone reach down and touch their hip right now. What caliber do most of you guys have? 9mm. What gun do most of you guys have? A Glock 19. What mags do most of you guys have? Glock 19 mags. It is the most common weapon in the United States. They're going to be freaking everywhere. So, my number 2 pick will be a Glock 19 series. This is a Glock 19X. This is a Glock 19 standard Gen 5. The parts interchangeable, okay? Everything's interchangeable. They do have night vision sights. This one has Trijicon HDs, and this one has the metal sights that come from Glock that are the 3-dot, just metal tritium inserts, okay? Yeah. So, number 2 pick, Glock 19 Gen 5 with, if in my Haley rig, I would have 33 round Glock mags, okay? And in the guns, I would have 17 or 19 round mags like this one. The reason, again, is parts are going to be everywhere. Most of you are carrying a Glock 19. Most of you have a ton of 9mm. And if you do run into somebody that intends to do you harm, well, they're going to have a Glock 19 a lot of the time, and they're going to have 9mm most of the time, the vast majority of the time. Okay, guys, before we say the number 1, it's imperative that we get some back and forth conversation in the comment section to keep this channel alive. The algorithm gods are suppressing the channel, and it's hard enough to keep engagement. So if you enjoy the content that I'm putting out, like and comment, and make sure you're actually subscribed. Only 50% of you guys are actually subscribed to the channel, which is actually not bad for a new channel. But if the rest of 50 y'all, the 50% that aren't subscribed that watch this every day, if you guys subscribe, then we're winning. The drink for the video, guys, is a rain. Cheers. Okay, number 1 pick. This is going to make a lot of people mad, but I'll explain why. Okay. It doesn't have to be this gun, but this is a Kalashnikov KP9. I need you to use your imagination. And this is only for Minecraft, ATF, when you're watching this, okay? Just for the LARP, not real. Okay. Everyone use your imagination over what might be going on back here. In a WROL, okay, in this situation, we'll say the government doesn't exist anymore, so we don't have to worry about getting our dog shot, okay? So WROL, SHTF, Teotawaki, bug out scenario. Just imagine what's going on between right here and right here. Pause for dramatic effect. Gotcha. Okay. Now that we're past that part, why? Why this? Let me tell you why. It's super lightweight, super compact, okay? It's chambered in 9mm and magazines that are extremely slim and sleek. And a Vickers tactical sling. The reason why is very tactile, okay? And it holds the position that I actually want it in. Pretty good for this weapon, okay? Holosun 503 with a high rise for night vision. So I can shoot this under night vision, okay? Why? And a white light, okay? Why this? Well, I kind of already covered it, but it is extremely compact, extremely accurate, extremely reliable. I've never had a malfunction with this gun, with over 5,000 to 6,000 rounds fired through the weapon. Most of that on the channel. Never had a single malfunction with this weapon. Extremely reliable. Guys like Grantham and Micah Mayfield and Admin Results have done videos on this exact weapon on their channel as well. It does have the extended charging handle and a TLR1. I don't know if I already said that. And it has backup iron sights because they're already built into the gun, and I am not going to take them off, okay? So you can still engage below the optic, okay, if you had to with the backup iron sights. Yeah. Durability. What caliber are most of you guys carrying right now? 9mm, okay? So guess what? In a bug out into the world Teotawaki situation, guess what most guys are going to have on them? 9mm. They're not going to have 5.56. They're going to have 9mm on them. That means I can easily 2 mags, 3 mags, 3 mags, 3 mags, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. 11 total mags, not including what's in the gun, okay? Not including the 100 rounds in my ruck. So a personal defense weapon of this size is going to get it done for most of your needs in a bug out scenario, because most of you are not going to be fighting. You shouldn't be out there actively trying to fight somebody. You should be trying to escape and evade, okay? Survive, right? Bugging out to survive. Wherever you're trying to go to, whatever that is, a personal defense weapon is going to protect you for 99.9%. Yes, at 150 meters and beyond, you're going to have some issues, okay? If some dude's out there with his ACOG and his intention, or his Mosin, whatever he's got going on, his intention is just to take you out because he's a psychopath. Well, in Minecraft, in that situation, guess what? You're not going to make it. But with something small and compact like this, Kalashnikov KP9, okay, with 9mm going to be everywhere, and the short overall package with using our imagination, because remember, the government doesn't exist in this meme LARP thing we're talking about, right? So this would be my number one option, all right? Just based on all the things I just said, and it is just a sweet tack driver, right? Okay, guys. In summary, I'm either going to be using an Osprey pack or a Mystery Ranch Assault 2, my number 3 pick, okay? And both of those will be situation dependent. If I need to move fast and light with only a ton of water, a ton of socks, a ton of ammo, and a tarp, this is what's coming with me, okay? In order, and yes, it's basically going to be situational dependent. If I know I'm going to get in a fight, this is what's coming with me, okay? Just a Daniel defense with an ACOG. I should preface that. If I know I'm going to get in a fight for some reason and I'm trying to get away, this is what's going to come with me, okay? Just a bone stock Daniel defense V7 with nothing on it but an ACOG and a sling. Number 2, 2 Glock 19 Gen 5s because of parts interchangeability, because they're compact. I can carry it lightweight. I can conceal it. It's going to be sweet. It's going to be awesome. Okay. And guys, in any of these situations, if my wife is coming with me, she's going to have a Glock 19 because of the size and weight. Okay. And I would also have a 9mm. Okay. 2 Glock 19s. And then number 1, we just talked about it. Kalashnikov KP9 or something of this size. For me, this is what I like because the mags are small, can carry a lot of 10 rounds. YouTube can carry 10 rounds, okay? And it's compact and it's a personal defense weapon, guys. We're not out there actively trying to, get into a gunfight in a bug out situation. This should not be your goal, okay, guys? All right. In conclusion, guys, freaking let me know in the comment section what weapon you would choose for your bug out stuff. Would you choose the Osprey Vault 60 or would you choose the Mystery Ranch Assault 2 and why? What weapon do you choose? What caliber? What are your thoughts behind my picks? Guys, Patreon is live. $5 a month gets you access to the Discord server, to find buddies to train with and to game with. Palmetto State Armory. If you need bulk ammo, a 9mm 5.56, a Saber 15, or a dagger, check out Palmetto State Armory, guys. Use the link below to help support the channel. Lastly, we are live on Twitch, Trench_Grenade, and the Instagram channel, Trench Grenade on Instagram. Get over there. If you like the stuff, check it out. All right, guys. Without further ado, have a great night. Let me know what your thoughts are on my picks. Until next time, it's going to be Trench Grenade signing out. Cheers. Seems pretty effective to me. Guys, thank you for watching today's video. Reminder, the only way to get access to the Discord server is through the Patreon. It's only $5 a month, and it keeps this channel going along smoothly, guys, and keeps us fed with ammo and gas to get out here to the range and actually get some editing done on these videos. Guys, always remember the 4 rules of firearm safety, okay? Never point your weapon at anything you don't intend to destroy. Keep your fingers straight off the trigger until you're ready to engage. Treat every weapon as if it's loaded, and always be aware of your target and its surroundings. Guys, thank you for being here. Reminder to like and comment. Only 50% of my viewers are actually subscribed to the channel. Hit the notification bell if you want to see more content like this. Guys, I love making content for y'all. It's been awesome so far. Please support the people that support me. Palmetto State Armory in the description below. Get down there, buy a dagger, buy something that you like, mega base. And without further ado, thanks for being here, guys. Or without further delay, thanks for being here, guys. And I'll see you next time.